excited. We're having a baby. We're about to embark on a journey of a lifetime. Now this adventure is going to take us all over the world. We're going to hear stories and talk about ideas that you will never forget. You can think about us as your tour guides. We're here to point out some good stuff to stop and look at along the way.
So Alpha is 12 sessions designed to engage us in a conversation about some of life's most important questions. We want to provoke you to think about what you believe and how you feel about certain faith issues.
This isn't going to be a lecture where Ben and I do all the talking. Instead, during Alpha, you're going to get a chance to talk in small groups and ask questions as they come up.
But before we go any further, I'm Ben, this is Jason, and we want to welcome you to Alpha.
The average life expectancy in the developed world is about 80 years. But what are we supposed to do with 80 years on planet Earth?
Yeah, what's the point of all this time? Or more importantly, is there even a point at all?
Alpha is all about asking life's biggest questions. But it can be a bit weird talking about something like life. It really is something we just do. Every day we wake up, get dressed, eat breakfast, maybe some cereal. Then we go to school, sit in class, probably do some homework, maybe talk to some friends, then we go home, go back to bed, and do it all over again the next day. It just sort of happens.
That's quite hard.
I don't know.
I don't know, maybe the bungee jumping?
Yeah, something nuts like cliff diving, you know.
Skydive, kayak, hike.
Get a big fast jet, head to New Zealand.
I think I'd go skydiving.
Well, I play music, so I think primarily I would probably just play an unbelievable show.
Being here, we'd probably like hit up the skate park, then go to the beach.
So I'd probably travel to definitely Australia. Yeah, I'd like to go to Australia.
I don't know, I'd probably go hang out with people, my family, you know, spend that time with them.
I would probably try to visit a place that I would always want to go to.
I would get together, play some music with my friends.
I'd probably spend a lot of time with my family.
Spend all my money and go shopping, go to the spa and just do a bunch of fun things.
If I actually only had 24 hours left to live, I wouldn't waste my time cleaning my room or washing my car or doing homework. But I think I'd find myself asking certain questions, important ones, about faith, love, and eternity.
On Alpha, we're going to have some honest conversations about life and God. And we're going to look at these things from a Christian perspective. Now, I know that even mentioning Christianity brings up a lot of mixed thoughts, and that's totally okay.
Yeah, when I was in high school, I remember one of my friends told me that believing in God was the dumbest thing he'd ever heard. It was like I told him I believed in Santa Claus or the Easter Bunny.
Or maybe you think Christianity is boring. I know I used to think that. I thought it was all about hanging out with old people, singing old songs, drinking tea, and reciting rules from a really old book.
Yeah, for me, my biggest struggle with Christianity wasn't that it was far-fetched or that it was boring. For me, I simply couldn't understand how it had any impact on my life. I remember back in grade 8, I was going through a really tough time. I felt like I didn't have any friends at school that really liked me, and I felt like no one at home understood me. I used to fight with my parents over anything. One time, when I was really upset, I don't even remember what it was about, but my dad wanted to help me pass me a Bible and recommend that I read it. But when he gave it to me, I took it and I threw it on the ground. I don't know exactly why I did it. I think it was because it seemed so useless to me. You might not have ever been in a situation quite like that before, but most of us have asked ourselves this question: is God worth my time?
Alpha could be one of the first times you've ever talked about this kind of stuff. It seems like there's a rule in society that says we're not supposed to talk about our personal beliefs. Let's take a few minutes right now to talk about why that might be.